Last one. Last one. Let's go. For everyone on YouTube, I would like to ask you to press the like or subscribe button and give me some comments on the SCP that I'm about to read, because that would definitely make me very happy, and I'll keep going giving you all this content. Indulgence in Flesh. This is the last SCP that we're reading today, and it's a good average. It's a good length. It's a good length that we can survive. Euclid, SCP-1359, an accurate pictographic depiction thereof may only be observed remotely by physically restrained D-Class personnel. Any organism, including aforementioned D-Class personnel, that does visually observe SCP-1359 or an accurate pictographic depiction thereof, or attempts to enter SCP-1359 containment, is to be restrained and at project staff discretion either terminated or once no longer visually observing. SCP-1359 or accurate pictographic depiction thereof administered a Class C amnestic as an additional precaution. Any non-D-Class personnel assigned to SCP-1359 who are exposed to its effects are to be reassigned to a different project. SCP-1359 is to be housed in standard-sized humanoid living quarters with attached medical suit, shielded on all sides by 10 centimeters of reinforced steel. Any opening in the shielding large enough for an adult human to fit through must be only accessible by a double airlock conforming to access denial level 4 standards. And we have medical suits sitting here. See document 3B for detailed medical suit requirements and for level 4 standards. To qualify as access denial level 4, an airlock must be filled with nitrous oxide by default and require the simultaneous cooperation of at least 3 people to operate any functions. Routine monitoring is to be done by an echolocative imaging system and live audio recordings. Thus, user interface of the echolocative imaging system must be programmed to only visually represent SCP-1359 in an abstract manner, example as a rectangular prism or generic stick figure. Whenever possible, care and maintenance of SCP-1359 is to be carried out by automated or semi-automated systems. If for any reasons SCP-1359 requires medical care, it must be carried out remotely by medical personnel working by echolocative and haptic feedback. Any object stained with SCP-1359's blood or other bodily fluids must be disposed of by incineration without human interaction. SCP-1359 is to be outfitted with a heart rate monitor to confirm live and implanted radio tag to confirm location, and a prosthetic foot. If SCP-1359 heart rate rises or drops outside of expected range, an alarm will go off and staff are to make verbal contact over installed speakers to confirm its safety. SCP-1359 is to be provided with a working computer console and a closed network by which it can submit request access approved entertainment media and contact its assigned medical and psychiatric team via a Foundation proprietary instant messenger. As SCP-1359 suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder and recurrent depression, it is not to be provided with any sharp implement. If for some reason SCP-1359 must be removed from its containment, it is to be provided with a burqa of appropriate size modified to have a mirror-coated plastic surface covering the face veil portion. Before being allowed to leave its containment chamber, restrained D-Class personnel must confirm via video feed that no part of SCP-1359 body is visible. A description: SCP-1359 is a human female of Northern European descent with the birth date. It is 168 centimeters tall and weighs an average of 62 kilograms. SCP-1359 is missing its right eye, right ear, right foot, and a little ring and middle fingers on its left hand. It's also heavy scarring from the removal of strips of skin. Any organism that visually observes SCP-1359 or an accurate pictographic depiction thereof will be overcome with a single-minded determination to gain access to SCP-1359, remove some part of SCP-1359's body, and consume it. Once a portion of SCP-1359 has been successfully removed and fully consumed, the urge to continue consuming parts of SCP-1359 subsides until the eaten portion has fully passed through the digestive system. And we have missing its right eye. It says here, feet climb 9 steps and 4. Oh. Okay. Feet bring him to my door. Hands pry pine wide. Push chair aside. Begins to chide. I cannot hide. Hands grab a glass of wine. Hands grasp a fork and knife. And whine and cry. Ask him why. Mouth speaks a lie. He picks my eye. Who the fuck did this? Line of times clear no more. Line of times make it pour. Tongues probes my eye. Jelly globs fly. I feel him sigh. I want to die. Feet take him to my door. Feet climb 9 steps and 4. That's messed up, but okay. When questioned, people affected by SCP-1359 are unable to provide a coherent motive for assaulting or attempting to consume parts of SCP-1359. They are not inhibited from identifying their actions as wrong on an intellectual level, and most still retain a cannibalism taboo after the fact, but they are unable to attach appropriate negative emotional responses. Example, remorse, disgust to the act of attacking SCP-1359, the act of eating a portion of SCP-1359, the act of attempting to perform either of the previous property damage or harm themselves or others caused by the efforts to carry out the compulsion, or the sound at any volume of SCP-1359 petitioning them to halt the actions. Ooh, okay, so I see. That's okay, I get it now. That's pretty fucked. Subjects with otherwise high levels of empathy may become distressed when made aware of this emotional dissonance, but will still not be able to directly attach negative emotions to be above listed events. In double-blind tests in which subjects were presented 5 different hair of blood samples, one of which belonged to SCP-1359, subjects consumed the sample belonging to SCP-1359 without prompting 100% of the time. 85% of the subjects reported a sense of great peace or satisfaction of consuming a portion of SCP-1359. That's wow. The fact that like you walk around and people have this urge to want to eat you is oof. Addendum. SCP-1359 was brought to the Foundation attention after it contacted police to report that it had been abducted and held in the basement of one Dr. C.B., a civilian surgeon, for a period of 6 years. The first responders fell under its effect, and automatic 911 dispatch key phrase monitoring flagged the incident for intervention by Mobile Task Force Iota 10, aka Damn Feds. SCP-1359 incurred minimal damage during initial containment by offering its hair to responding operatives. Dr. B was taken to Foundation custody and treated for a concussion. Broken leg and spinal injuries inflicted by SCP-1359 with a crutch prior to making its 911 call. Later interrogation of Dr. B corroborated SCP-1359 story, with additional information that he only began eating parts of SCP-1359 after roughly the first 2 years of its captivity and developed a highly ritualistic process for his cannibalism over a few months. See document 5A for full transcript. There is no 5A. He was diagnosed with severe erotomania with SCP-1359 at the target of his delusions. After review by a human resources panel, Dr. B was assigned D under Protocol 12. Addendum. SCP-1359's parents were located and interviewed on which says here, see document 5B for full transcript. They were unable to provide photographs of SCP-1359, and when pressed, admitted to having started consuming their photographs of SCP-1359 about 2.5 years after its initial disappearance. They were administered Class B amnestics and are being monitored as minor persons of interest. God, even the parents wanted to eat her. Investigation into persons possessing yearbooks with photographs of SCP-159 then revealed that 43% of them had removed and consumed photographs featuring SCP-159 sometime after the same 2.5 period cited by SCP-159's parents. 80% of that 43% possessed yearbooks from the year before SCP-159 disappearance. God damn, just leave that poor lady alone. That's what's called indulgence in flesh, because they want to indulge, they want to enjoy it. They want to enjoy it. That's pretty messed up, bro. That's pretty messed up. Here we have the rating. So the children's park is definitely my top, because I feel like it's such a scary thought that like your daughter is technically being held captive, but she's not aware of it. And even if she wants to leave, those guys just decide to like, well, now it's time to brainwash you, make you one of us. You're never gonna leave. You will always be part of us. We're family now. Which makes me wonder if the daughter early enough says she wants to leave, if they let her leave. Because clearly, in this case, Agent Fredericks and the wife were kicked out pretty fast. And then, like, the daughter stayed for quite some time. And then, like, the bond between the daughter and the park was built and built and built. But if the daughter just stays for, like, 3 hours and then wants to leave, would they do the same thing? Would they be like, oh, no, this is a shame. Well, let's bring you to the brainwashing machinery. Or would they just be like, the next child, we're gonna get the next child. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder if there's like a limit of time you have to spend before they decide to absolutely just keep you forever. Indulgence flesh, I mean, it's just messed up how everybody has suddenly the urge to eat a person. The same person, not just any random person. They all want to eat the same person. Oh my god, I'm getting a lot of pimples right now. I hate that. I hate that a lot. Fancy talking soup. I mean, the fact that the soup and the children's park have two things in common. It seems like a lot of them are missing a child and they just want the child back. And in both cases, some sort of entity took the child away from them. Comforting centipedes, it's just messed up that the centipedes like go into your body, that they just open and then if you think of something nostalgic, they just like just do that. It must feel so weird. Must feel so weird. Rubber ducky, well, can't really take that into the bathtub now, can you? Because it really defeats the purpose of the rubber ducky, or it defeats the purpose of water in the bathtub, to be more exact. Yeah, it's a cool one. I like it though. House of Harmonious Boxes. Hey man, sometimes you just gotta have a cardboard box sing to you, and you just want to listen to it forever. I don't remember having this. I'm pretty sure I deleted that song. How dare you show up like that? Because I'm pretty sure I deleted that song ages ago. Northern Lights. Honestly, those humanoid outlines just sound like a bunch of pricks. They sound like they're just doing a lot of shady shenanigans to you. Sentient Whirlwind. It's just a dog, ain't it? It's just a dog that happens to be a dust devil. I mean, that sounds pretty cool to me. What kind of breed is he? Oh, he's an F5 tornado. What? The Mobius Cave, yeah. Gravity doesn't play no importance in that cave. Also, time doesn't either. now. And the Pixel, I will be honest, still a bit unsure what I read about the Pixel. I understand it's some sort of thing that can like hop into your brain and just destroy you, and it has variation of speeds and has something to do with light. But still, it was a bit of a confusing start. I might also just have been too tired to understand it. I definitely woke up more in the halfway point when I got the water, but yeah, it's a shame. Oh well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's reading. We won't do any SCP reading next weekend because I have guests, and we won't do any next weekend either because, well, okay, we won't do any this upcoming weekend because I have guests, and the next weekend after that, I'm going away from the country to be with my parents because my mom has her birthday coming up. So yeah, there won't be any readings, nor will there be any streams for a good 2 weeks, which is a shame because I'm going to start streaming Rain World, and then I'm not going to be able to stream for 2 weeks. That's a shame. Oh well. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream though, and today's reading. So I wish you all a good morning, afternoon, evening, and the Afro is with you.